Okay, so it is about that. He thought that he should ask to the persons who were who might have been knowing about that incident. And one person was who might have been knowing about this was his friend Haridas, who went to Japan. So no question, he was not having his address. Okay, so no way to contact him. The other person was Dinesh Mukherjee. He thought that he should ask to Dinesh Mukherjee and get his doubts clarified. But then he thought that Dinesh Mukherjee will make a fun of him. He was knowing about Dinesh Mukherjee's sarcasm. So he thought that he will make a fun of him. He will laugh at him. So it is also not a good thing to ask Dinesh Mukherjee. Then he thought, he remembered that the man mentioned that you had a fall down at a Woodrow, and due to that you had a knee injury. So he rolled his pants and he found that some injury mark was there at his knee. So due to that, he was having a continuous trouble. He was having a continuous problem. Okay, he was trying his level best that he should get reminded of what when he went to Ranchi. But besides his level best, he was not remembering about that. So this we discussed there in the earlier class. Okay, we discussed that, and he knew how ruthless Dinesh sarcasm could be. This we discussed in the earlier class. Then sipping a cold drink in his air-conditioned living room, Bipin Babu felt at ease again. He was there in his air-conditioned room and he felt at ease after having a cup of coffee. Such a nuisance just because they have nothing else to do. And then he referred to the persons like this the man who asked, who told me that you went there at Ranchi in 1958. So he referred to him that they don't have any other work. Okay. And rather than they keep on traveling, persons without any reason. Okay. So that person was Parimal Ghosh. Okay. So we refer to persons like Parimal Ghosh that they don't have any other work rather than to trouble people unnecessarily. Okay, so this we discussed. Now, after dinner, snuggling in bed. Okay, snuggling means move into a warm and comfortable position. You can say. Okay, move into a warm and comfortable position or lying comfortably there in his bed. After dinner, snuggling in bed with one of the new thrillers. He was there in his bed in a very comfortable position with one of the new thrillers, as it has been already discussed that he was very fond of reading new books. Every Monday he used to purchase books and then he used to last with them for a complete week. So Bipin Babu told all about the man in the new market. The man in the new market he met with was Parimal Ghosh. So he forgot about everything. That was his interest to read storybooks. Okay, and then he started reading one of the thriller. He thought that he should indulge in reading the book so that he could get a break of his problem. Otherwise, due to continuously thinking, he is overburdening himself. Okay. So next, the office, Bipin Babu noticed that with every passing hour, the previous day's encounter was occupying more and more of his mind. But the previous days, the next day he went there in the office, but in the office he found that the previous day's encounter was occupying his mind again and again. Again and again it was coming in his mind about what had happened the earlier day. Okay, Parimal Ghosh, what he told that in 1958 he went to Ranchi. All this was coming again and again in his mind, and this was most natural thing. Anyone would have faced a similar situation as it was faced by Bipin Chaudhary. Okay, because somebody is telling you about certain thing of your life which you, with your best efforts, are not able to remember, and the others they are. So, of course, it will have a stress there on your mind. So, next day in the office, Bipin Babu noticed that with every passing hour, the previous day's encounter was occupying more and more of his mind. If the man knew so much about Bipin Babu, how could he make such a mistake about the Ranchi trip? And it was coming to his mind that if that person was telling these many things about him, he is knowing a number of personal details about him. As his wife died 10 years ago, his only brother died due to illness, he is not having children. Okay, so all these personal details also that person is knowing, Mr. Parimal Ghosh is knowing about. So how it could be possible that he himself don't know about that trip? Just before lunch, Bipin Babu decided to ring up Dinesh Mukherjee. He decided to ring up Dinesh Mukherjee. It was better to settle the question over the phone, and he thought that he will settle his query there over the phone. He will make a phone call, ask to him. Okay, at least the embarrassment on his face. Embarrassment means the state of discomfort. Okay, so embarrassment means a state of discomfort arising from bashfulness. Bashfulness means shyness. So embarrassment he will have because when he will ask to this man, he will ask to this man Dinesh Mukherjee that he went to Ranchi, and if Dinesh Mukherjee will say like this, you don't know you went to Ranchi in 1958, I know it very well. So he thought that if physically he will meet to Dinesh Mukherjee, then there will be a great embarrassment for him when he will tell the truth. So it's better that he will make a phone call and if he will do this, he will not be able to notice the expressions there on his face. 235616. Bipin Babu dialing the number. Now he started dialing the number. Hello, is that Dinesh? This is Bipin here. Is that Dinesh? It is Bipin here. Well, what is the news? And Dinesh Mukherjee said, well, this is Dinesh only. What is the news? What do you want? I just wanted to find out if you recalled an incident which took place in 58. I want to know this much only. If you recall, if you remember an incident that took place there in 1958. So I want to reconfirm an incident related to the year 1958 from you. 58, what incident? Who said? Dinesh Mukherjee. Where? Okay, were you in Kolkata, right? through that year. That's the first thing I have got to know. Were you there at Kolkata in 1958? Wait just a minute. 58. Just let me check in my diary. Let me check in my diary. I will tell you in 1958 throughout the year whether I was there in Kolkata or not. Okay. And if you would have said that yes, throughout the year I was there in Kolkata only, then the matter was solved. Okay, because the man said that Dinesh Mukherjee was there with him there at Ranchi, and if Dinesh Mukherjee will say that yes, throughout the year 1958 he was there in Kolkata, so then the matter was resolved. For a minute there was silence. Bipin Babu could feel that his heartbeat had gone up. Okay, he was sweating a little. His heartbeat had gone up. Why his heartbeat had gone up? Because he was in tension. He was thinking that what will happen, what kind of response will come there from Dinesh Mukherjee. Will Dinesh Mukherjee also confirm that yes, he went to Ranchi? And if it will be confirmed by Dinesh Mukherjee, how much his tension will be intensified? All this was coming there in his mind. Okay, hello, yes, I have got it. I had uh, I had been out twice. Yes, I had been. He said that I have checked it, I have checked all the details, and I had been twice there in 1958. I went out of Kolkata, where then Dinesh Mukherjee said, once in February nearby in Krishna Nagar to a nephew's wedding. Once in May I went for nephew's wedding to Krishna Nagar, and then and then he posed. But why you are asking about the second trip? You were also there with me, and when you were there with me, what is the need that you are asking me about that? You might know you were also with me. Likewise, he responded. Okay, so once in February nearby, he said, but you would know about this one, the trip to Ranchi. You were there too. The other one was the trip to Ranchi. You were there too. That's all. But what is all this sleuthing about? Sleuthing means that is investigating. Okay, right? It's already given. Okay, investigating an event. Why you are investigating all these things? Okay, you yourself were there in that event at Ranchi with me. No, I just wanted to. Anyway, thanks to you. I just wanted to know about that. Bipin Babu slammed, okay, the receiver to put down violently, to put with great force. So Bipin Babu slammed the receiver down and gripped his head with his hands. He gripped his hand with his hands. Why? Because now Bipin, this Dinesh Mukherjee also confirmed that yes, he went to Ranchi, but he was not able to remember that. So he was continuously overthinking that what had happened with him, why he was not able to remember. Everyone is confirming, but he is not able to remember what has happened with him. Is he having a serious health problem? Okay. So Bipin Babu slammed the receiver down and gripped his head in his hands. He put the slammed means put down violently. So Bipin Babu slammed the receiver down and gripped his head with his hands. Now the question could be framed out of any single line. Okay, so why he put the receiver violently and gripped his head in his hands. The reason was because he was very unsatisfied after having a talk with Dinesh Mukherjee. He thought that Dinesh Mukherjee will say that he had not visited to Ranchi in 1958 and that will resolve the matter. But it was confirmed by Dinesh Mukherjee that yes, he was there in Ranchi in 1958 and it further intensified his tension, is further intensified his problem. Okay. So actually it seemed to spread over his body. There were sandwiches in his tiffin box. There were sandwiches in his tiffin box, but he didn't eat them. He had lost his appetite. He has lost his appetite. He has lost his hunger. There were sandwiches there in his lunch box, but he was not having an appetite for that. Okay, so this is why he was not having an appetite, because he was not comfortable at all. He was not at ease, and the problem was that because he was not able to remember about the Ranchi trip, and everyone was confirming that in 1958 he went to Ranchi. So now he started thinking that what problem he is having. If he visited there in 1958, then why he was not able to remember about that. Now, children, comprehension check questions that why did Bipin Babu worry about what Parimal Ghosh had said? Yes, everyone, yeah. Let's start telling, providing your response. Yes, one by one, you provide your response.
Sir,
Yeah. Yes. You can use your mic and tell. Okay, why did Bipin Babu worry about what Parimal Ghosh had said? Why did Bipin Babu worry about what Parimal Ghosh had said? Yes. Yes, children, provide your response. The question is, why did Bipin Babu worry about what Parimal Ghosh had said? Because Bipin Babu is worried about what. Yes. Yeah.
Bipin Babu was taken aback to hear the intimate details about his life from Parimal Ghosh. There seemed no reason why he should tell a lie. He wondered if he really had forgotten about his visit to Ranchi.
Okay. Anyone else? Good, Sudham. That Bipin Babu was worried because Parimal Ghosh said that he visited to Ranchi in 1958. Parimal Ghosh said that he visited to Ranchi in 1958. But with all his efforts, he was trying to remember about that trip, but he was not remembering at all that when he visited to Ranchi. And he for confirming, he made calls to his friends also. And one such call was made to Dinesh Mukherjee. And Dinesh Mukherjee also confirmed, but he himself was not remembering anything about that trip. And this added to this worry. Yeah, anyone else? One child raised his hand this side. Yeah. Anyone else want to tell? Yes, students, always you can take part there in classroom discussions. Maximum part you should take, that will enhance your learning. Yes, anyone else who want to tell? No one. Okay. Then, so this question all of you have understood or not?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You have to remember this much only. The question
Yes, sir.
why did Bipin Babu worry about what Parimal Ghosh had said? he was worried about this, what he had said, because he said that you visited to Ranchi in 1958. But with all his best efforts, he was not able to remember about that trip, and it added to his tension. Okay, and to confirm, he asked Dinesh Mukherjee, the man who was with him at Ranchi, as per Parimal Ghosh, but he also confirmed. So it further intensified his tension. Now, second, how did he try to decide who was right, his memory or Parimal Ghosh? How did he try to decide who was right, his memory or Parimal Ghosh? How he tried to clarify it, that who was right, whether Parimal Ghosh was right or whether his memory was right. That was indicating him that he has not visited to Ranchi in 1958. Yeah, so you provide your response, children. Subham, in order to resolve the question about
So may I?
yes, Karisma.
Bipin Babu was really worried after his encounter with Parimal Ghosh, who adamantly claimed of having known him since 1958 during his visit to Ranchi. Besides, when Bipin Babu checked the injury on his right knee, he realized he had no memory of this injury. Hence, to solve the confusion puzzle about the Ranchi visit, Bipin Babu decided to contact Dinesh Mukherjee to check if the latter remembered the incidents that happened in 1958. This is the only way he felt all his doubt and confusions could be clarified.
Yes. So first of all, he tried to make a call to Haridas. He thought that he should confirm it from his friend Haridas, but he came to know that he went to Japan and he was not having his address, so he dropped that idea. Then he thought that this man said that he had a fall down at Hudru, and due to that an injury mark was there on his knee. So he rolled back his trouser, he checked it, it was there. And to further clarify his doubts, he decided to make a call to Dinesh Mukherjee, who, as per the details provided by Parimal Ghosh, was with him on that trip. So he made a call, he decided to make a call to Dinesh Mukherjee. Is it clear to you, children? How did he try to decide who was right, his memory or Parimal Ghosh? So to decide this, finally, he decided to make a call to Dinesh Mukherjee, who was there with him there on the Ranchi trip, as per the details provided by Parimal Ghosh. Is it clear to you, children?
Yes, sir.
Have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, remember it. Okay, it should be there in your memory for permanent. Okay. Then, why did Bipin Babu hesitate to visit Mr. Mukherjee? Why did he finally decided to phone him? Why he decided to make a phone call to Mr. Dinesh Mukherjee? Or rather,
Bipin,
who is going to answer?
sir, me.
Yes, sorry, you can. Yeah.
Bipin Babu hesitated to visit Mr. Mukherjee, thinking that it would be realized if he had really visited Ranchi, Mukherjee would think Bipin Babu had gone mad. Hence, Bipin Babu finally decided to phone him.
Yes, because if you physically visit Mr. Dinesh Mukherjee, and when it will be confirmed by him that yes, he visited there to Ranchi in 1958, then might be possible Mr. Mukherjee will make the fun of him that what when you yourself were there at Ranchi and you are asking to me whether you visited there or not. What had happened to you? Have you gone mad? What is your problem? Okay. Likewise, at that time it will be very difficult for him to hide the sign of embarrassment on his face at that time. So he thought that it is better to make a phone call because at that time he will not be able to notice his facial expressions. Okay, all of you have understood, children?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Then the next is, what did Mr. Mukherjee say? Did it discomfort Bipin Babu or add to his worries? First of all, tell me who are going to answer.
Sir, me.
Yes, Priya, Meena, are you able to tell? Priya,
Sir, me.
Sir, me.
just raise your hand. Just raise your hand. Yes, Priya, you tell. Priya, Meena. Why did Bipin Babu hesitate? This we have discussed. What did Mr. Mukherjee say? What did Mr. Mukherjee say? Did it comfort Bipin Babu or add to his worries? Yes, Priya. Priya, Meena, your answer, your response. Priya, unmute yourself and tell. Okay. Then Rehan. Yes, Priya. Yeah. Yes. Yes, tell. Yes, Priya. Provide your response. Yes. You should be able to listen, understand it, tell, pay your maximum attention. Definitely, you will be able to tell. And once you are asked something, don't have any kind of education. Okay, either your answer will be right or wrong, but you should always express yourself. Okay. So, what Mr. Mukherjee say? Did it discomfort? Yes. Next, who is going to tell? Rehan Khan. Rehan. Rehan, you tell the answer. Rehan. Okay, Uzbal, you have raised your hand. Uzbal.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you tell the answer.
Mr. Mukherjee said that both of them had gone on the trip to Ranchi. It did not comfort Bipin, rather it added to its worries.
Yes. So, Mr. Dinesh Mukherjee confirmed that yes, he visited to Ranchi in 1958. Okay. In answer to his question that whether he was out of Kolkata in 1958, Mr. Mukherjee said that yes, twice I went, and one out of that visits, you were with me. Why you are asking? Okay, so he confirmed that yes, he visited to Ranchi in 1958, and he was also there with him. And what was its reaction on Bipin Babu? It added to Bipin Babu's worries. Okay, did it comfort? No, it did not comfort him. It added to his worries. It added to his worries because it was confirmed by Mr. Mukherjee that he visited to Ranchi, but he tried his level best. He was not able to remember that. Okay, so it added to his worries. It added to Bipin Babu's worries. Is it clear to you? Now the next question. Okay, so these are the comprehension check questions. All of you have understood these questions or not, children? Yes, students.
Understood, sir.
Yes, sir.
मेरे को कागज. Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Keep on. keep on taking part in class of discussion. Yes, Jia, you want to take something? Jia? Yes, Jia Patil? Okay. So now children, the next, that is third paragraph. After lunchtime, third part of the story, after lunchtime, Bipin Babu realized that he could not possibly carry on sitting at his desk and working. He could not continue. This had never happened in the 25 years he had been with the firm. He had been so far there in this firm, had been working there for 25 years, but never he felt such a kind of uneasiness. Today, his mind was not there in his work. He lost his interest from his work. He had a reputation for being a tireless, conscientious worker. He was having such a reputation that he was a man of tireless enthusiasm. He used to do his work continuously, but today he was not able to focus on his work that much. And the reason for this was the worry he had due to what that was communicated to him by Parimal Ghosh. But today his head was in a world which confused and unable to think clearly. His head was confused and unable to think clearly. His head was in a world. Why his head was in a world? Because he was not able to remember what that was told by Parimal Ghosh and what that was confirmed by Dinesh Mukherjee. And due to it, he was having an uneasiness. Okay. And he was having a worry. Back home at 2:30, Bipin Babu lay down in bed and tried to gather his wits together. Again he went to his home and again he tried to remember. About the Ranchi trip. He knew that it was possible to lose one's memory through an injury in the head. He knew that it was possible to have a memory loss due to an injury there in his head, in one's head. Due to an injury there in one's head, one could have a memory loss, but he didn't know of a single instance of someone remembering everything except one particular incident. No such kind of example he ever came across where a person forgot only one part of his memory and everything else he was remembering. Okay, only Bipin Babu was not remembering only one incident of 1958. Otherwise, that of 1958, everything he knew. That of 1957 or the other years. Only one incident of his life he was not able to remember, and that was that of Ranchi trip in 1958. And this was continuously worrying him that how it could happen. He has never heard about such a kind of medical problem. Okay, but he didn't know of a single instance of someone remembering everything except one particular incident, and a fairly recent and significant one at that. He had always wanted to go to Ranchi, to have gone there, done things, and not to remember was something utterly impossible. It was something impossible that he went to Ranchi. He spent a considerable time there, and after that he was not remembering how it could be possible, how it could happen. That was again and again coming to his mind. At 7:30, Bipin Babu's servant came and announced, "Chuni Babu, sir, say it is very important. Chuni Babu wanted to meet you, and he is saying that it is very urgent." Now, Chuni Babu was his friend, his school time friend. Bipin Babu knew what Chuni had come for. Chuni Lal had been at school with him. He was one of his school friends. he had been having a rough time lately and had been coming to see him about a job. He had been coming to see him about a job. Bipin Babu knew it was not possible to do anything for him, and in fact told him so. And Bipin Babu told him that it was not possible for him to provide a job. And Chuni Lal was his school friend, and he used to visit him seeking his favor for getting a job. But Chuni kept turning up like a bad penny, but he kept on patting him very often. Okay, so you have understood who was Chuni Lal? Yes, students. Who was Chuni Babu? He was
His school friend of Babu.
yes. And why did he visit him very often? In order
To find the in order to get the job.
yes, in order to get a job. So Bipin Babu said word that not only was it not possible for him to see Chuni now, but not in several weeks. And Bipin Babu said a note for him that it was not possible for him to meet Chuni Lal, to see Chuni Lal, and not only today, but in the time to come, in the weeks to come, he will not be able to see him. Okay, children? But as soon as the servants stepped out of the room, it struck Bipin Babu that Chuni might remember something about the 58th trip. But as soon as the servants stepped out of the room, it struck to his mind that might be possible Chuni Lal might have been knowing something about it. I should ask him. Okay. There was no harm in asking him, and if I will ask him, there is no harm in this. Bipin Babu hurried down the stairs and into the living room. Chuni was about to leave, but seeing Bipin Babu appear, he turned round hopefully. Okay, he turned round hopefully. So that Bipin Babu was turning down, and Chuni Lal also turned towards him. Bipin Babu didn't wait about the post. Listen to me. Didn't wait about the post. Next, he had not made any kind of talks that are here and there. Straightforwardly, he explained to Chuni Lal what was there in his mind. Straightforwardly, he communicated to him. Listen, Chuni, I want to ask you something. You have a good memory. You are having a very good memory. I want to ask you something. Okay, and you have been seeing me off and on for a long time. You are in touch with me for a long time. Just throw your mind back and tell me, did I go to Ranchi in 1958? So he had not written about the bush. Straightforwardly he asked him. Chuni said 58. It must have been 58, or was it 59? And Chuni responded 58 or 59. No, it was 58. Yes, 58. You visited to Ranchi in 1958. So it was confirmed by Chuni Lal. You are sure that I did go to Ranchi? Again he asked, are you sure I went to Ranchi? Chuni's look of amazement was not unmixed with worry, and Chuni's look of surprise, amazement was not unmixed of worries. Okay, he had a surprising expression there on his face, which might be communicating to Bipin Babu that why you are asking. You should have known about that trip. Do you mean you have doubts about having gone at all? And he asked a question to him. Do you mean that you are having a doubt about Ranchi trip? Are you having a doubt about Ranchi trip? Chuni Lal asked a question back to him, to Bipin Babu. And that was clearly providing Chuni Lal's response. And that was a clear-cut confirmation from Chuni Lal that yes, he visited to Ranchi. in 1958. Okay, children. So here this class comes to an end. What happens there in the next part of the story? How Chulilal will explain the things. What examples? Okay, or what further things he will tell about the Ranchi trip. Okay, so that we will discuss there in the next class. So far the story is clear to you or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the class comes to an end. Thank you. Keep learning, keep enjoying.
Bye, sir. Have a nice day ahead.
Thank you, sir, for teaching us.
Thank you, sir, for teaching us.
Thank you, students.